Well, folks, it's been a little while from we've done one of these. We've been very, very busy at the fishery. Haven't had a chance to do any fishing, to be honest, for the last couple of months. We netted the lake at the start of February. Hopefully some of you have saw those little videos. Anyone subscribed to the channel, any of the members will have hopefully seen those. It went really, really well. Lots of big fish, up and around the 14-15 pound mark. And I know that might not seem like much to, and I would say anybody that fishes in the UK and the mainland as such, but over here it's our climate's so cold, it takes us a lot longer to get the fish there. But I say that went really, really well, and again I bang on about it all the time, but I say when you consider that 10 years ago, not even 10 years ago, 2011, 2012, all our fish were 2 to 3 inches. They've done extremely well, and I say all the hard work's now paying off. It's definitely the right way to go about it, is to bring your fish on. And you can see the health of them there. The fish are acclimatized to our conditions, and I say the lake's really, really is thriving. But I say I've been very busy even apart from that. We had any sort of dry spells at all we're having to get some work done. It's we're very behind with things. It's been such a wet winter. Had a little leak in one of the stock ponds, the new stock pond we dug. You'll have seen in one of the previous vlogs, above Willow. We got that sorted. Turned out to be a little band of topsoil about halfway up the bank, and we got that sorted out. And as I say, we dug it out and shielded it with a sheet of plastic. To be honest, I don't even think we needed the plastic, but we put it in anyway to leave it foolproof. And we dug the topsoil out, replaced it with clay, and that seems to have sealed and it's doing its job now. Got that all planted as well last week, all Carex and Flag Iris. That most of the stuff I grew on. Some of the stuff we took from the other stock ponds from around the lake here and just transplanted it. Protect your banks. It's a good habitat for the fish, for the insect life. Chalked the lake last week too, a couple of ton of chalk in. We do that every year. Again, helps to break down the leaf litter, the silt. Really does help with your water quality. There's a lot more to running a fishery than simply putting fish in. Although a lot of people seem to think that's the answer, it's definitely not. You know, you need to be doing all the other things. As soon as you stock fish into a lake, whether that's 1 fish, 5 fish, 5,000 is irrelevant. You've created an unnatural environment straight away. So you need to do the unnatural things, i.e. cropping your stocks, say feeding your fish, looking after your water quality. We feed the fish on a cereal based pellet as well. We just got a new stock of that in too, a couple of ton of that in to kick start the season. We'll be starting to feed that in the next few weeks now, once the water temperature gets up to the sort of 10 degrees mark again, which hopefully won't be long. Spring's definitely on its way. We've had a long enough winter. I'll say hopefully it'll start and pick up. But a couple of new bits and pieces this week. Bought myself a new pod. You can see. Bought this second hand of a friend. It's the solar sod pod. Seems to be a good wee bit of kit. Just a sort of upgraded version of the one I already had. We have a new net as well we're testing out. It's Saber net, 42-inch lanting net. Seems to be a good job so far. I've only used it, say, a couple of times, but we're going to test this out. We're obviously going to upgrade from our little nash nets as the fish get bigger to these sort of more carp nets as such. We'll get a little bit better look at that later on. But we're down for the night. We're all set up. We have one rod over here off where the old peg 10 used to be, just in front of these wee laurels. That's on a plum, 18mm plum bottom bait, and just a scattering of half a dozen boilies and maybe half a dozen chops around it. The other rod's just out off the island out here on the wee milky malt and from DNA Baits as usual, on a little PVA bag of the pellet and maize. So we'll see how that goes. Well, we will see what the evening produces. Right, we'll go here and get sorted, and we'll chat in a bit. Nice way to start the session. Nice skilly one. See, that fish is probably 6-7 pound. But it's not too often that happens. We get it run live on camera. Again, that one came off the island. That was a little muggy malt that I showed you on the EPV bag of pellets. So that's a nice start. We'll get this boy slipped back and we'll chat to you in a bit. There's fish number 2 this evening. It's just gone dark. Oh, cracking weed in here. See, not the biggest fish in the world. Maybe 5-6 pound. But hey, when they look like that, they don't need to be big. That's an absolute cracking fish. Can't wait to see that one in a couple of years' time. There we go, there's fish number 4 this evening. Another comment. Fish is for sure up and around the 8 pound mark. Absolute cracking comment. Put up a good scrap again on that milky malt. Back she goes. Just as we're about to sit down to our food, which is typical. Right, get this rod back out and get the grub at. See if we can get another one. Well, good morning. A lovely morning it is. Let's see, we have a couple of geese this morning that's dropped in. It's a good night's fishing. I think we had, don't know, I generally don't count, but I think it was 7-8 fish. Not massive, so I think the biggest one was just over 8 pound. But a good night. The last fish come about 3:30 from over here on the plum boilies. To be honest, I just left the rods in at that point and got a few hours kip. But it's just gone about 6:30. So these buggers woke me up. Right, I want to take a walk around and go and sort the chickens out. And we shall see what the morning brings. I'll chat to you in a bit. Alright, just heading back around to the swim. So drop in on peg 2 here, just doing a lap round as I normally do every morning. Done a little bit of work to this one a couple of weeks ago. Only intended to come in to cut that one branch off. That branch came up at a sort of a funny angle here. It was a bit of a pain when if you had your bivvy up in here, which most people do, bringing your rods back to tackle up or rebait. Branch should have got in your way, but once we took that off, then saw another branch came off and another branch came off and cleared this corner out. Then went a bit mad, but it widened the peg out a little bit, gives a little bit more room. Lovely wee peg is. So it's well tucked in. You got good cover from the trees, and it's you're generally in here. You can get out of the wind no matter what way it's coming. So you have a nice picnic bench too, where you eat your breakfast. What do you think, Susie? Susie's not happy with these geese. Definitely not happy. They're noisy buggers, aren't they? These I wasn't wanting to lay in. What are they doing today? I don't know. What do you call more than one goose? Geeses? Gooses? I don't know. There's two of them, aren't there? But everyone's starting to green up. Daffs, as I said last night, the daffs is all out. They're coming out. You see them around the stock pond here, they're all in bloom. The willow's all budding. Even a few leaves have broke through on it here and there. That's the stuff we weaved last year. You can see it all starting to come alive. And all the daffs, as I say, are out. You've got plenty of food there for the carp. Loads of frog spawn. What's funny, it's all in one spot. There's none the right way around that pond, apart from here. They all seem to have enjoyed themselves in the one area. Right, we shall go and get back ready to swim. And flick these rods out again. Get a cup of coffee. Let's see what the morning brings. Well, it's been a bit of a wet, miserable afternoon. We've had a couple more fish. We had an our carp there, about just over 10 pound. Didn't do any filming of it. To be honest, it was lashing down. I got a couple of pictures and slipped it straight back. And we had a dreaded bream and a small tench. Again, all came in those milky malt. Those wee DNA baits, as we always use, the wee dumbbells. That's what we had it on our usual slip D rig. I always fish, so I know sometimes it's a little bit repetitive me fishing the same rigs all the time, but it works. This is size 6 in bank tackle. Say all the components are actually in bank tackle, bar the hook link, which is Nash armor link, as I explained before. And that's just a wee tungsten kicker, or kick a rig away from the lead as such as it falls down. Say very, very simple. As normal, conjunction to say one of them is fishing the plum boilies, the other one's been fished on the milky malts. Tried fishing both, but definitely those wee dumbbells that produce the most. But say it's been a rotten old afternoon, so we've been tucked up in the bivvy most of the afternoon. Did have to go up earlier and do a few bits and pieces on and off through the day, as always. Always work to be done, but decided to do the second night. It's been everything's soaked on. What else am I going to do an evening like that? Apart from sit in the house and watch YouTube, may as well sit down here and watch it. So we'll do that, and we'll see what the evening produces. Hopefully a few more fish. Maybe we look outside to see. As you can see, it's a little bit wet and miserable out there. You can see a bit of puddle on top of the bucket. It has lashed all afternoon, and it properly lashed. But let's say we may as well sit here, sit in the house. That net I was explaining about earlier seems to perform pretty well. It's easy broke down, easy manoeuvred. But I'll get you a better look at that tomorrow. But I'm sort of impressed enough with it so far, but we'll test it out for a while and see what comes of it. There's something there I do on my bivvy door. Obviously a lot of bivvy doors you can open them from the bottom up. Obviously you can zip them both ways. You can have a sort of letterbox style with the tops open, but there's no real way to keep it the other way around. So I just use a wee clip, almost like a big clothes peg type thing. It's a plastic clip, clamp as such, and it just clamps on. Just roll it up, clamp it on, just keeps the door in place. It means you can have it sort of halfway down rather than the opposite way around, depending on what way the weather is and what way the rain's coming and stuff. The rain's just tipping at the top here, so I obviously wanted it the other way around. Another thing we got this week, we had to get ourselves another stove. The Ridge Monkey stove decided to give a bit of trouble. Got this wee bulinstove. I've seen a lot of reviews done on them online, a few videos done on them. £20. And to be honest with you, it's a far better stove than the Ridge Monkey. The ridge monkey says give me a bit of trouble. It's been sent back. They are sending me replacements, but we'll see what comes to those. The thing I like about this is it's well built. It's a lot better built than the ridge monkey one is. And for £20, I sort of wish now I had bought that in the first place. The beauty of the ridge monkey one is you can run the 2 stoves, but we tested it for a few months. It didn't really perform how we wanted it to. It's not as well made as what this would be, I'll be honest. Bulinstove, you get them on Amazon. So far so good, but again, time will tell. Like everything else, we try to test things as long as we can. Another little thing I purchased, if I could find one here, which I saw one night, was obviously the standard gas bottles we use, the C500. They're obviously lots of different companies do them, but I spotted these in Home Bargains, $1.99. Exactly the same fitting as this. Fits on the most standard stoves. Obviously it's a little bit more awkward, it's a little bit taller, and it obviously won't fit in your nice canister cover, but for $1.99, there's 350 grams in it. If we could find where it tells you there. 350 grams. I'll say exactly the same stuff. Obviously these are $4.50, some of them's even $500. But for that price, you're generally paying £6-7 for one of these. You're getting $3.50 for $1.99. So worth a look. I'll say obviously you want in winter time you need it sort of covered up to keep the heat in, to keep the stove burning properly. Although these little boiling stoves have a preheat feature here, where the gas flows through over the stove and preheats before it enters the stove, which seems to work very, very well. I'll say it's a well built little bit of kit for that sort of money. Say not overly impressed with the ridge monkey one now, we've had it for so long. But we'll get the hopefully this replacement sent out, and we'll give it another go. Hopefully they maybe improve things on them, see how it goes. Right, we'll go and set out this weather. It's to clear out tonight. Tomorrow's to be a lovely day, so we'll see what the rest of the evening produces. So for 3 fish today, so the rods have been in and out, I don't know how many times, so I haven't really got settled, but now I'm settled down for the evening. Got the rods back out. I've actually swapped them around. I've put the boilie rod to the island, and put the milky malt over this direction, just to see if it makes any difference. See if it picks me off a slightly better stamp of fish. So we'll try that. I'll chat to you in a bit. Go. There's the first fish of the evening. Just literally just finished that little bit of filming, just set the phone down, and away it went. Don't think that fish quite make doubles, but it's not far off it. It's a good £9 anyway, I would say, close to it. But that one came off. I'll just slip her straight back. I'll even bother taking this one out. That one came off over here. I say we'll swap that rod round, we'll swap the milky malt over to here, as I said earlier. And again, that produced the fish, so they seem to like those. But hopefully that's the first of a few this evening. Right, we'll get this rod out, get back in before we get soaked. Check that lot out. Salted chili chicken, stir fry. That's going to go down a treat. We've got some garlic and coriander naan breads to go with it. Ooh. That's going to be tasty. Nothing happening at the moment. The rain's still on. It's eased off now. It's forecast is to dry up as the night goes on. But we shall see. Put YouTube on. Susie's tucked up in here. Aren't you, Susie? Right, we'll get this all cooked. That's fish number 2 from it got dark. With a smaller common there about half an hour ago. It's gone about 9 o'clock. And this second fish has come along. Cracking ghosty. Exactly £10. Don't get much prettier than that. You can really see in the water there where they get their name from. But back she goes. That one came off the island again. So it did. On the boilie this time, as I said earlier, we swapped the rods round to see what would happen. Let's see, I produced a slightly better fish. So we'll get this out again. See what the rest of the night brings. Well, good morning. Nothing else to report last night after that ghost day. Very, very quiet night. I had one single bleep on the left rod. And, oh, there's Susie. When I brought it in, the point was over in the hook. Not sure you can quite make that out or not. Probably not. But I say the point had went over in the hook, and it basically had rendered the rig useless. So it definitely pays to keep an eye on your rigs, checking your hooks constantly. But we'll get a better look this morning. Different day today completely. I say it's very, very cold. It's a lot colder than it was yesterday, which is obviously switched the fish back off again. We've changed things about a bit today. Left hand rod's still over here, and the right hand rod we've brought in and put out basically in line with that V in the trees, just about 30 foot out. Put a little bit of bait around it to see if that works. There's a few other anglers turned up this morning. Everyone's fishing around the island, so I decided I would back off, put a bit of bait in and see what that works. That's that net again. I'll say we were saying about, so we'll do a better look at it today. It's a saber net. Comes with a 2-piece handle, so you can pull it apart, break it down, which makes it a little bit easier maneuvered. Very, very easy to break apart as well. So it simply comes with some little spreader blocks built into the handle. So it's just a case of pulling one out, pulling the other out. It's very, very easy to set up and take down, which is a bonus. Seems to be pretty strong carbon fibre handle, but we'll see how that goes. We'll test it out for a few months, see what comes of it. Something to say we need to upgrade to at the fishery is these bigger nets as the fish get bigger. So we'll try it out, and if I see anything else in the market that looks good, we'll try it too. But so far so good with it. But I'll say nothing else last night. We've just had our breakfast, got a cup of tea, and so we've introduced that little bit of bait. Not much, maybe 30-40 boilies, just to see if it makes any difference. But we'll see what that brings, and we'll get on more, we'll let you know. That's the stock pond I was talking about earlier, we were working at last week. You can see it's all planted now, as I said, with the Carax and flag arrows. That's our drain. I was talking about that, comes out to the bottom of the bank. And this is where it was leaking along here. We dug this bank back maybe halfway across, and put that plastic in and resheeted it, or resealed it with the clay. And you can see above willow where our chickens are. You just see the pipe here. That's where that drain comes out then. It means we can drain that pond right down. And that's where it was leaking, about halfway up here, somewhere about here. But that's it, that's our latest project. To get this otter fence now, and we'll be opening this all up. You'll be able to walk right up through here, and again the chickens will be able to then run this whole area. That's the plan. We'll see how that goes. Well, that's almost us for another session. We're starting to pack down, everything put away. It's been nothing more today. I've had the rods in and out, I don't know many times, up and down, sorting customers out and different bits and pieces. That's all part of the job. So I'll say we had a couple of fish caught today further down the bank here, but they came off the back of the island as well, where I was getting my fish last night. And again, I moved off the island today. pressure's got off now. A few of the anchors that were along this bank are gone, so I've actually just stuck it back out there for the last sort of 10-15 minutes to see. Well, I say no more fish from that ghosty last night. What do you think, Susie? But say we're packing everything down. Everything's set out to dry. If all the members would do this before they pack up, it would keep the stuff in really good condition. Just set it up on its end, let it drain out, let everything dry in the wind and sunshine. So thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit that wee bell, give the video a wee like if you can, and we'll chat to you next time.